The structured breakdown. Why emotional peaks in entertainment are engineered like spiritual releases. Welcome back. I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Entertainment or Ritual series, where we look at Hollywood, professional sports, and the music industry to decode what is really going on. Today we're diving into a moment that's often mistaken for magic, but is actually carefully engineered: the emotional climax. That point in a concert, a musical, a film score, or even a DJ set where the emotion swells, the lights rise, the performer breaks down, and you, the audience, start crying, screaming, or shaking with catharsis. This is not accidental. This is ritual design. You're not just feeling things. You're being brought to a structured breakdown. Let's be clear. Emotional release is real. But in ceremonial practice, that release is usually initiated intentionally, after preparation, sacred containment, and purpose. In entertainment, however, you are brought to your knees without knowing what you're releasing, why it's happening, or who benefits from that energy once it's out. And that's the difference between a healing and a harvest. Now look closely at how this moment is built. It always comes after a build-up. Repetition, slow progression, minor chords, intimate lighting, a vulnerable lyric, a sudden silence. And then it hits: a scream, a beat drop, a high note, a crescendo. The crowd explodes. People cry, people collapse. Some feel free, some feel exposed. The performer drops to the ground. The band disappears into sound. And the crowd believes they've just witnessed truth. But the reality? They've just walked through a perfectly timed energetic release point, and most of them don't know what they gave away in the process. In sacred ritual, this kind of release is called forth in a sacred way. You know what you're surrendering. You've agreed to the process. You've set the container. But in entertainment, the breakdown is often hidden behind glamour, lyrics, and speed. And when the crowd collectively breaks open, without preparation, without guidance, and without energetic boundaries, what's left is raw, unsealed emotion. And that energy doesn't just evaporate, it gets absorbed by the environment, by the people around you, or even by the system that choreographed it. This is why people feel emotionally disoriented after concerts. Why they feel high for hours, then crash. Why they bond with strangers, but don't know why. Because their body knows it just gave something up, but their mind doesn't have the language for it. Now let's talk about the performer. When they cry, collapse, strip down, or shake, it looks like authenticity. But very often, that moment is choreographed too. Emotional climax, especially in music, is engineered through tempo, lighting, and scripting. And while the emotion may be real, it's still functioning as a trigger, pulling the crowd into resonance so that their energy matches the artist's field. That's not manipulation, that's entrainment. And it's an ancient tool. The question is, what's the purpose? In spiritual ceremony, the purpose of an emotional breakdown is liberation. You shed the old, you pass through the veil, you rise clean. But in modern entertainment, it's often extraction. Your vulnerability becomes someone else's metric: views, virality, emotional influence. And without a clear seal, that emotional energy becomes residual. It lingers, it leaks, it repeats. So how do we protect ourselves? Simple. See the structure. Before you attend a show, ask, what part of me is being invited to open? Am I willing to offer that energy? Or am I being seduced into surrender through sound and light? During a performance, when you feel the swell coming, pause, feel your body, say inwardly, I'm aware, I choose. And after the moment passes, seal yourself. Close your eyes, take a breath, call your energy back. That one breath is enough to reset your field and return sovereignty to your system. Because breakdown is not the problem. Unconscious breakdown is. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to feel everything. But you must know what you're giving away and who's receiving it. Entertainment doesn't just move you. It moves through you. Hi, I'm Adeline Atlas, 11x published author, and what you just watched was only a taste of what's inside the Truth series, where we go all the way down the rabbit hole. If you're the kind of person who's always asking bigger questions, who knows there's more to this world than what we've been told, then this is your invitation to the series that was built for you. Inside the Truth series, you'll get full access to 6 mind-blowing sub-series designed to wake up your highest intelligence and decode the matrix we live in. 1. Locate the truth. Learn how to actually research, not just what to search, but how to verify, cross-reference, read declassified files, and protect your own mind from weaponized misinformation. This is truth-seeking decoded. 2. The Mandela effect. Are we shifting timelines? Why do so many people remember a different past? We break down the most bizarre, undeniable examples of reality glitches and what they tell us about consciousness and control. 3. Law is magic. Law is not what you think it is. From word spells to maritime law and hidden contracts, we uncover how legal systems use language like a wand and how to stop being tricked by fine print that binds you without consent. 4. Entertainment or ritual. The Hollywood and music industries are not just for entertainment. From Super Bowl rituals to Grammy stage symbolism, we decode what's really being shown, who it serves, and why mass consciousness is the target. 5. Decoding dystopia. Ever wondered why dystopian fiction feels prophetic? In this subseries, we decode popular films and books, Hunger Games, 1984, Black Mirror, to reveal the hidden blueprints and predictive programming behind the plot. 6. MK Ultra plus mind control programs. This one gets deep. From real MK Ultra documents to modern symbolism in media, we expose how mind control operates in plain sight and how to free yourself from manipulation you didn't even know was happening. And that's just the beginning. If this resonated with you, click the links below and join us inside the Full Truth series, because the more you know, the harder you are to control. This is your awakening. We don't just ask questions, we find answers. Let's go all the way down the rabbit hole together.